I'll suck you off before we go to dinner at your parents' house. And halfway through dinner, when your mom looks at me and says, "Do you like what I made?" I'll look at you and I'll look at your mom and I'll lick my lips and I'll say, "I love what you made."
Yeah, so that
A faggot. You're the biggest faggot in the world. Oh my God. So anyway, you're diminishing people's problems in regards to what you've experienced in, well, apparently in war, supposedly. All right.
you know,
Um, so you think everybody else's problems, you're actually doing a lot of damage to people if they're going to come to you for their problems, and you're just going to be going, well, your problem is bullshit because I've killed people and I've been to war before. You shouldn't invite these people into your life if you can't solve their problems, because that's why they're coming to you, to have their problems solved.
well, I just don't. I mean, like like maybe it's something what I don't understand. Like I gotta say, I'm probably not the best person
Mm,
at consoling someone because my approach is
you're
like,
really bad.
yeah, my approach is just like suck it up and just grow a pair of balls, dude. There's like children dying in
Yeah,
Africa and missing arms and legs, and why are you whining about
yeah.
like this retarded like stuff like but
It's not funny.
I well to them it's not, yeah, of course, because they're dealing with it, but I don't know,
There you go.
they're dealing with it, but I mean like maybe I don't know, is it just am I like naturally not good at it, or is it because I've seen some actual problems like in other
I think
parts of
it's
the
a bit of
world?
both. I think it's a bit of both. And I think that you're not sympathetic to people because you don't believe that people should be given a second chance for anything, really. You're a cut them off kind of a person.
And I don't know about that, Makeup Purple. I've given people a lot of chances.
But what happens if something awful happens to you? Who are you going to talk to?
God.
God doesn't talk back, Lolly.
Oh yes, he
He
does.
doesn't talk back. Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, how?
Through signs.
Yeah,
Through
a feather.
signs.
I
Yeah,
like that.
things happen. Yeah, things happen. It's like
Okay,
there's some unexplainable things that have happened in my existence.
such as.
It's between me and God, Makeup Purple.
Well, you can't just yell fire in a theater and not live up to it. You have to give me an example of it.
Well, I mean, this whole concept is like why so she's like she's whining and complaining about stuff and like
Mm.
crying and it's like attention whoring. It's like attention whore. She says I want to be alone, but she's at the same time attention whoring on social media about how she need she doesn't want to she wants what's the issue here? Like what? She lost her boyfriend because
Well, did
uh
she lose him, or is she just going to keep being with a
no
piece
no
of
they
shit like
cut it they
that?
cut it they cut it off. I mean, first of all,
Okay,
he has a porn addiction apparently. Okay.
he's what?
He has a porn addiction. This guy had a addiction.
Of course. Oh, of course.
And she chose him because he's like an engineering guy. And I guess she had been interacting with me, and I told her I can do engineering stuff. So if I should find an engineering boyfriend because they're like high
Do you
quality.
really think that you're? Do you really
I'm
think that you're that much of an influence over people? You're
I
this
think
benevolent
no
influence
well
over these
I
fragile
think that's
people?
what might have happened. What might have possibly happened. Not 100% sure, but if it's the case, I told her, look, dude, I my sense of right and wrong doesn't come from my like engineering and hard sciences background. It comes from my religion. Engineering teaches me how to do the calculations. It doesn't teach me like what's the difference between right and wrong. Your boyfriend's over here like you want to be sexy with him, and he's like, I can't get off with you because I prefer porn over you, and you're a 5 out of 10.
Mm, mm,
Okay, I would never do that. I would never say that to a girl a girl. You know, if I'm with a girl,
mm.
it's not going to be revolving around like just sexual stuff either. So that's like not even like an issue. But she's traumatized by it. She's like crying and pretending everything's normal. And she used to be hanging out with a bunch of faggots that would like go and drink alcohol. So she's probably going through this
Mm.
alcohol phase too, where she wants to go drink the problem away and pretend like it doesn't
Well, how
exist.
old is she? How
Early
old is she?
20s.
It's a lovely age, isn't it?
Well, I mean, she's a
Such a fun age.
she's a fairly smart girl compared to most I've come across. She might come off as a troll, rightfully
Mm.
so, to people on here, but I mean, she's a fairly intelligent girl compared to most, I would say.
Mm.
But I mean, this law of association, she started to interact with people on here, like from on here. She let them visit her. I mean,
No.
I'm understanding some of her weaknesses. Like she has like no, she like I don't know why she seeks approval from strangers so like desperately. It makes no sense to me. Like some of the stuff that she does, and so she lets some people visit her and stay with her, and their
Mm.
shit ass addictions and things like rubbed off on her. One of which was to just go to like go drink alcohol and have fun. So now she's like on social media like I wish I could just do something that'll just drown out all my problems, and and I know she's probably thinking about going to like a pub or something and like drinking the proper way
Mm.
because it's so painful. God forbid someone calls you a 5 out of 10, like that's the end of the world. What the hell? That doesn't even it just doesn't register in my head. Like it's such a like a
Yeah, but when you're 22, yeah, but when you're 22, everything is you're sucking up everything that people say to you.
that's gay as shit, Pink Purple. That's
Well,
so
it's an
gay.
age thing. It's not gay. How is that gay? It's just a way that people think at that point. Their
There's no backbone
minds
there.
aren't. Isn't it their cerebral cortex or something in their brain isn't fully matured as yet? So
Poss
they generally take a lot of risks and things like that.
yeah, I
That's why
understand.
whenever you go back, you always want to go back to your 20s or your teens because that was a time where you took a lot of risks and you didn't really care about the ramifications. Now I'm like, oh, what's this decision going to do? And I'm very careful in my life. So
Well, the reason, one of the
you need to
reasons.
cut us some slack.
Oh, but okay, but check. Here's how like this is my background with that peer pressure bullshit. Like and how I like I'm looking at this from my lens, obviously, and how my lens is. When I was in middle school and high school, I created my own gang in like high school, like my own little Taliban gang. Like when I would see
Right.
people around me, yeah. When I was in high school, I had my own little Taliban group in high school, like
Right.
of like
Okay.
like Muslim brothers and whatnot. And we
Mm.
all would get into fist fights, dude. We were not like a peaceful group. We were like getting into fist fights with like the
Mm.
Mexicans and the Asians and the blacks and the everyone. Like anybody who
Mm.
was around us who did any kind of marijuana or alcohol or anything, we would start a fight. Like we would really like go to town on all of them. Like we were like the most feared group in the entire high school. And
Mm.
and the school system didn't know what to do with us. They didn't know whether to punish us for like getting into fights or reward us for cleaning up the place. So this whole this whole peer pressure stuff, this peer pressure stuff, I I don't understand it because I never succumbed to it. I was the one creating the goddamn pressure. I don't succumb to it. I create it. So I don't understand
Yeah,
this.
I was a little bit like that at high school as well. I was really into feminism though. A lot of people would be very surprised about that. I was really, really annoying. And I think I was vegan too, so it was just double whammy. Um, so I wasn't gonna lose my cherry to just any backyard dude, you know. It had to be someone who was, upstanding, I suppose. And no, he wasn't really that upstanding to
Oh
begin
my
with.
God, make it purple. Even the school administrators were afraid of me. When I'd go into like the principal's office and some other kid got in trouble for like bringing in the alcohol in his backpack, I would be so pissed off. I wouldn't even be worried about why I'm in the office. I would just be pissed that there was a kid that brought alcohol into the school. And I'd be giving him a death stare, and then the administrator, like the vice principal, would be like, "Hey, don't touch him." And I'd be like, "You mother
Yeah, but
effer! You would clean up the
is
goddamn
is
school, you
this
freaking."
is this at a normal government school
Yeah,
or a
this was a
Muslim
public school.
school?
This was a public school. Yeah,
You went to a public school as a
yeah,
Muslim guy.
yeah. They put a goddamn lion in a public school. Yeah, make it purple. Yeah, they did.
Mm,
Yeah.
you're so full of shit.
I
Just
started throwing the chairs around. I was about to like freaking uppercut the vice principal. Like I was like this
why
close.
did
I
you
was like,
care if somebody was bringing alcohol
I
into
don't
work?
want
That's
any of this
insensitive
shit
of
near
you.
me, Makeup Ripple. You have no idea how much like to
Mm,
my core I hate this shit.
mm.
Dude, seriously,
We once put we have you ever heard of rocket fuel? You know rocket fuel? It's when you put all of your parents' wines and liqueurs into one drink and you
okay.
drink it all. And we did that one day after when my mum and dad were away and my friend Renee was over hanging out and she was like, "Hey, why don't we go and into your parents' cabinet?" And we made a glass of rocket fuel. It must have been the most alcoholic drink you could have. And she sculled the whole thing. And it was an afternoon of intense. Oh, it was awful. Not even 2 minutes later, she was writhing on the ground, hugging me, and then she would vomit, and then she would try to hug me again. I didn't know what to do with her. And then her mother came, and she was like, "Oh, are you on drugs?" Because she was that insane. And she was always like the person that was smoking before me, drinking, smoking weed. She was always the one that introduced me to those drugs.
Mm.
I was, she was always a bit like you, but the opposite to that. She was like the instigator of everything. And I'll never forget that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was a horrible afternoon. It was a horrible afternoon. Just babysitting her. And I promised myself I'd never drink ever again. But of course, you do. Have you ever had alcohol?
Hell
Ever?
no. No, not even no, no,
You've
not
never even tasted
nope.
alcohol.
No, the only thing that I have ever come close to alcohol was I was overseas, like at a military base, and they brought in German non-alcoholic beer, and I'm like, what the hell is this?
Mm.
So I tasted it, because it had no alcohol in it, but apparently it had like the
Yeah.
taste of. So I thought it was safe to be like, okay, if there's no alcohol in this and it just tastes like alcohol, then let me just taste it to see what the hell this is, and it was absolutely
Mm.
disgusting. So I'm like, what's wrong
Yeah,
with
it's
everyone?
bitter. Yeah. I never drink alcohol for the taste of it.
And then
Or I drink very, very sweet wine or something
yeah,
like that.
and that's part of an experience of where like part of the thing kind of like part of the philosophy of like I can be as book smart as I want, but there's just certain things that a person is not really going to be able to grasp unless they experience it. And if I hadn't drank that non-alcoholic beer,
Mm.
it would not have solidified the concept in my brain like, oh, people are not drinking beer because it tastes good. They're doing it for some other reason because this tastes like shit.
Yeah. I just wish that you could understand why people would get out of their heads, why they would do that. Like
Uh,
Taylor, she's going to want to get out of her head because just to keep the voices, to stop them, to stop all the thoughts and stuff like that.
what voices are you guys talking about? Why not just wrestle with your problems and solve the goddamn problem?
Because sometimes it's a problem of the psyche and a problem of the soul and a problem of who you are and your self awareness and stuff like that. It goes a lot deeper than that.
Okay, what the hell
Sometimes
does?
it's how your siblings treated you or your parents treated you,
Oh
and you grew
God.
up with that imprinted on how you see yourself. See, this is why you can't solve it. You can't sympathize with anybody. I don't know. You sound like you are a little bit autistic in that way. You're like my dad. You're very much like my dad's totally autistic. I can't have a conversation with him about anything but how my car is running, what the weather is like. I would never bare my soul to my dad. I mean, he doesn't look you in the eye anyway, but he would totally be leaving the room
I mean,
for
like,
that.
I'd listen, but in my head, I'm like, what the hell is the actual issue here? What's the issue? Like, what's going on? Like, what psyche
It's
this
an
and that? What
issue. It's an issue of the soul and malaise in the soul. God, you're a man of religion. You should know about
what the
how
hell? What
what.
you don't even believe in the soul maker? What the hell are you talking about?
I don't believe. How do you know I don't believe in the soul? What? I think the soul is part of the human psyche. I think it's part of the human psychology. I don't think it's an esoteric thing. I think it resounds. I think it's who you are. Okay, you're just laughing.
No, I'm listening. I'm listening.
I'm just trying to explain to you how you can be a little bit more sympathetic to people. If you are inviting people into your life for you to solve their problem, because I know that you like to be all benevolent and above everybody else. So being you on your throne and people coming to you with their problems it's good for your ego, which kind of makes me think that you might have a bit of low self-esteem if you're doing for people. No, I think so. No, I think so. It's an ego thing, definitely. You want to be the best. You're very competitive. It must be exhausting for you.
This is my
Climbing
natural state, baby.
mountains,
This is my natural
sorting
state.
people out. You gotta just take a pill. Well, maybe not. You just gotta just chill out.
Over my dead body, am I taking a pill, dude?
Smoke a little weed. Smoke a little weed to get the edge off. You know.
I like edging, Make It Purple. I like edging.
Yeah.
I like living on the edge.
Those edges, the edge play are the most annoying people who don't edge play. I was with one of those a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And he would come over and it was just so unsatisfying. It's the most unsatisfying partner you could ever have in your life.
You and I have been edging for how many years now, Make It Purple?
We're way away from the edge. So far from the edge.
Okay.
Edging my ass.
Oh my god.
My goodness.
Stop
No, I see through you. I see your psyche. I see you. Definitely.
You know, I want to help.
But you have to. No, you don't. You want to feel superior to people. What I said to you before, you have an inferiority complex while having a delusion of grandeur. It's fucking confusing and exhausting.
Did you know, Make It Purple, one time I got an email from a bunch of like big ass companies that were like, hey, Mr. So-and-so, you are one of 6 people on the planet that can get this job done.
Right. Oh.
And I saved that email. I was like, God damn right, I'm one of 6 people.
Yeah. From some Nigerian prince who wanted $6 million before he could release the funds. Okay. I'm surprised.
I saved it. I placarded it. I placarded that email on the wall, on my wall.
Can you send me a screenshot of that? I want proof of that. So you sent it just so you could feel good about yourself.
One of 6, baby.
I feel like I'm the
one
therapist.
of 6.
You're on the couch. I'm trying to sort you out because I think I know you pretty well. But your downfall is you need to stop inviting these little girls into your life and trying to fix their problems because you're just making them feel worse. I'm actually a bit afraid for Taylor right now. I want her to come in here so I can have a chat to her.
I told her to come in here also, and she's like, oh, I hate everything right now.
Oh, fuck that. Tell her to come in here. I had a good chat with her one time, and then she got all weird, and I unfriended her. But ask her to come in here. I'll sort her out.
I said F that. Just log on. I just said that right now.
You said F that, just log on?
Yeah.
Log on or log off?
Log on.
Log on?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to hear about this boyfriend.
Well, yeah.
You got to be very, very, very careful about who you allow in your bed. Very careful. And I'm speaking from, you know all about my problems and my situation. I was flippant with that choice. But I learned a lot from that flippant choice, at the end of it.
Flippant with
now
what choice?
Well, I just did it. I went out with him because I thought, I got nothing better to do. It's COVID. We're not doing a lot. Why not? And I don't think it was the wrong choice. Definitely wasn't the wrong choice. I don't regret it.
I think it's healthy, Make It Purple, to regret some of the decisions that someone's made in the past. I think it's a healthy thing. Are there any things that you regret?
I wish I'd learnt. I wish I'd learnt to get out of it faster. I wish I hadn't stuck around. Wish I hadn't tried so hard.
To get
Yeah.
out of the all the issues.
No, just to try to make him change and to put a mirror up to him and say, "Hey, this is how you're treating me, and I don't like it." And he's like, but he doesn't own it. Isn't like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, yes, and it won't happen again. It happens again. Happens again and again and again. So,
Mm.
so I know what I'm gonna be one of those girls on those dating apps saying that if you don't text me back within 5 or 10 minutes, I will, yeah, say something. I'm wondering if I should say I am at an age. I've only got a couple of years left. I don't think I want children
Make it purple. I'm worried about if I have a kid. If I have kid, like when I have kids, and
though.
they
Yeah.
a few of them turn out to be daughters,
Mm-hmm.
dude.
Yeah. What about that?
My wife's gonna have to really step up to the plate with that shit, if
Because
all girls are emotional like this, dude, like ew, the psyche, this, like if I've had it, I like, you know,
yeah, God
dude.
forbid they have feelings and emotions and complex personalities. Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Well, they will.
Oh
It
my God.
depends. If you're as autistic with relationships with other women on here as you are with your daughters, yeah, you'll need
Nah,
your
yeah, I
wife will
will.
need to be someone with emotional intelligence and
Oh my
someone who's
God. If
in touch with her
bless her,
emotions.
bless my wife. Oh my God.
Yeah, your wife is probably literally sleeping in the next room right now.
My God. Bless her. Oh God.
And you're
What a
probably sterile, that's why you don't have kids. Okay.
dude. What would I do without my wife, dude? Seriously, like without her, like, goddamn, I'd be like a goddamn monster without her. Oh shit.
Yeah, well, you'd be cheating on her. I wouldn't trust you.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You can't imagine giving up. You've been in this lifestyle for a very long time. You've been on SL for a long time. And it is a lifestyle, Lolly, because look at all the years you've been on here, you know? If they
Yeah.
took it away, what would you do? You wouldn't be very happy. And you can say that you wouldn't give a shit till the cows come home, but I know that you would. It would be a huge loss to you.
I'm like, it's not even registering right now what you're saying.
Wow. Okay.
So, so,
Mm.
like, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, she's the yin to my yang. I mean,
Okay, where is she then?
I
You making
bring,
steps to find her?
well, I bring like the manliness in, and this other aspect of like empathy and stuff, like someone who empathizes and is very like emotionally
Yeah.
like
Mm.
astute and stuff. Like, oh my God.
Mm. What? You're saying that's good or
No,
bad?
that's good. It's needed.
Yes.
I don't understand. See, I don't understand why like you progressive like quote unquote progressive females. You guys you call it progressive. I call it monkeys. But I mean like I don't know why. I don't know why you guys think it's such a big deal to be like why are you guys trying so hard to be a man? I mean like you can't have balls like me, make it purple. I have
And what in what regards am I trying to be like a man?
you're not a man, make it purple. Did
Yeah,
you know
but
this?
give me an example. Yeah, give me an example of how I'm trying to be like a man. Okay, give me an example. You do this all the time. You say these sweeping statements, and you don't follow them up with any kind of explanation. How?
You know? Cuz like look,
Yeah.
like
No, I don't know. You're not giving
okay.
me any examples. How am I trying to be a man? Answer the
Like,
question.
that's equal pay for equal, right? Equal rights.
Yeah? What's so bad about that?
Oh, what's
What's
so
so
bad
bad
about?
about
Okay,
equal
so
pay
yeah,
for
okay,
equal work?
okay. So if we go to the restaurant, you what? If we go to a restaurant, if I take you to a restaurant, are we gonna split the
Yeah.
bill? Are we gonna split the bill, make a purple?
Well, usually if you're with somebody in
Uh-huh,
a boyfriend girlfriend relationship,
uh-huh,
he pays one time and then I pay the next time.
uh-huh. But so
Yeah.
we're gonna go to the
But if
fan.
I'm
We're gonna.
just friends,
I see.
if
So
I'm just friends, it's Dutch.
okay,
It's
so
Dutch.
we're gonna go to a fancy ass restaurant when it's my turn to pay, and then we're gonna go to McDonald's
Yeah.
when it's your turn to pay, huh?
That's not how it works. No. You don't know what I'm like. I'm very, I'm a whole new
Okay.
person.
What if there's
With
a
this
fist?
failed relationship, I'm a whole new person.
Okay. What if a fist
Yeah.
fight breaks out? Are you gonna handle it or should I handle it? Make it purple.
I've never, in all of my years, I've never, and I've dated a few guys, mind you, and I've been out to a lot of restaurants. Never in my life have I encountered a fist fight. I don't know
Okay.
where you're going,
Okay, let's go. Okay, let's
but
theoretically we go to a fancy restaurant and everything, and
yeah,
the person next to us orders like a bottle of wine, which triggers me. So I take the bottle of wine and I
okay.
smash it over his head, and a fist fight and a fist fight starts.
Well, then you would need to be sectioned because that's inappropriate behavior. And I would have to say, look, Lolly, it's not working out. I can't, I can't do it. I'm sorry.
It's, you said
I can't
it's not
trust
gonna.
you in public. How old are you, 5?
You said, "Look, Lolly, it's not gonna work out." Is
It's not going to
that?
work out. It's not. And there's no coming back from that. There's no second chances. You hit the guy over the head with a wine bottle because he was legally drinking the wine of his choice.
Yeah.
Which I've been sober 10 years and I don't get triggered like that. And I had a deep fucking problem with it. You can't.
Shouldn't you be happy that you have a strong, powerful male that's not gonna tolerate any bullshit of any kind? Big and purple.
But that's not bullshit. That's enjoying, that's recreationally enjoying a beverage of his choice that he's legally paid for, mind you. And
Uh,
he's helping a restaurant get back on its feet after COVID. There's a whole argument that is just grinding your little goofy little story into the ground right now. There is nothing correct or right or logical about that action.
so you're saying
Nothing.
what happened to the equal rights all of a sudden? What happened to the equal rights, big
How
and
is
purple?
that equal? You're embarrassing the shit out of me. I would leave. I would block you on everything. I would
See?
never talk to you
What is
again.
this? You call this
Ever.
progressive, huh? You call this progressive female,
You
huh?
think that's it? You're so you are oh my god. I actually thought we were on the same page, but we're in a different fucking library, dude. In a different town, in a different country. Holy moly. Equal rights. Equal. An example of equality. You hitting a guy over the head with oh man. Now if he came okay, now see you should have told that story a little bit differently. If he
Okay.
came up to me and he said to you, your girlfriend looks like a blah blah blah, then you would
Hmm.
have the right to hit him over the head with it. And I would say, damn, I'm gonna suck the shit out of I'm gonna
Oh my god.
yeah. See? A little bit to the left and the whole story changes.
Now, what? So, okay, I see. Interesting. Okay. Well, so this is the moral of the story is that I am a man and you're a girl, big and purple. You know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know there's differences between us, like, you know, as because of that biological difference.
Right.
Would you agree
But in
that,
all but
yeah?
but in all my years of going out with dating men and going to lovely restaurants, never has a man come up to me and said, or to my partner and said, your girl looks like a blah, blah, blah. So that was kind of a flawed example as well.
Are you
So
saying that you want a man to defend you when you get attacked?
in abstract,
Hmm.
if I'm reading, maybe yeah, in abstract, but it's never happened. I'm not a meth addict. I conduct myself incredibly well in public. I know how to act.
Hmm.
I know how
Hmm.
to be kind to people, say yes, please, and thank you. I'm not an asshole to waiters.
Hmm. Okay, okay.
Yeah, like everyone else should be. But you have this idea of masculinity that I've never encountered with you before. That's weird.
Make a purple. I want a society built upon Sharia law, okay? And so, so,
Yeah.
I conduct myself accordingly, possibly, maybe.
Sharia law makes that Sharia law is kind of like a burden to everybody involved.
It's a
Because
burden
when
to
you
me,
have Sharia law,
you know, be, you know.
women have to be chaperoned. They're not allowed to read or write. They're not allowed to go to
Oh my God,
school. They're not
bullshit,
allowed to
make a
do
purple.
anything.
Bullshit, bullshit. That's
Then
all
people have
bullshit.
to look after them and take care of them until they're in their 50s. And it's a huge burden. It's a huge burden on men and women who have to caretake for
Well,
women
uh,
when
um,
women are.
according to Sharia law, men are the protectors and the maintainers of women.
Yeah, but life isn't that scary anymore.
Oh, isn't it? What's the rape statistics in your country and in the United States? Make a purple.
Rape generally happens 9 times out of 10 by somebody that you know.
Uh-huh.
So my in inverted commas protector is also um, my abuser in
Okay,
a
what
lot
about
of
murder
instances.
and all this like shootings and all this other stuff?
Again, it's usually with women, particularly. Well,
Uh-huh.
first of all, they're dying from heart attacks, so they're not actually dying from violence against these awful tyrannical husbands.
It's only your loved ones that rape you, huh?
Well, not only.
Yeah.
See, statistically, it's safer for me to walk down my street at 3 o'clock in the morning than it is for me to be in a relationship with somebody, statistically. And they don't just hit you once, and then you try to break up with them, and they come after you, and because they know your last name and where
Well,
you are and your car and everything
well,
like that.
make a purple. There was a comedian like Patrice O'Neill or someone was like talking about like I don't want to have like a 10 out of 10 girlfriend. I want to have a 5 out of 10 girlfriend so that I can like tell her to go like through the back alley to go to the grocery store faster. No one's gonna rape her because no one wants her, you know, and she'll come back home safely, quickly, and I don't have to worry about anything.
Holy shit!
Why did you say that, Mick? Why did you say that, Makeup Pro? Why you say it like that?
Wow. You you have to be a certain level of attractiveness to be raped. That
Not
is the
everybody.
sickest thing I think
Not
I've ever
everyone.
heard you say. I'm floored right now.
Not everybody wants to be.
You got to stop with those channels. Seriously, you got to stop with those channels. I would say that you're way above that, but I'm kind of getting an idea that you're kind of not
Makeup Purple.
anymore.
If you were my wife,
You know,
so if you're my wife, if you were my wife, it doesn't matter like how strong or whatever independent you think you are. I am your protector and your maintainer, whether
it's
you like
not.
it or
But
not.
it's this is a completely redundant point you're trying to make because life for women
Uh,
outside of their immediate home is really not that dangerous.
I'm not going
It's
to
really
allow
not.
people to mess with you if you're my wife. You're
No
under
one's
my
ever
you're under
messed
my
with me.
they can't.
Nobody has.
If they
But
did, I would do
it's
something.
just you. You're just saying this to puff out your chest and to reclaim your retarded masculinity
Make
that's been
it.
lost for years and years and years and years. I've been on my own for years and years and years, you know? And it's not me being empowered and shit like that. It's just cheaper and easier and, quite frankly, safer for me to be on my own. So while everybody's getting guns to defend their house and locks on their windows and alarms on their doors and shit like that,
Yeah.
statistically, they're more inclined to be shot by their own gun or somebody that they know. People are retarded. They're so dumb. But it's shitty because women are. When I visit my parents, my mum would say, "Oh, I'd finish my shift at 11 o'clock or whatever at night, or I'd finish my shift at like 8 o'clock, and I'd want to go for a walk across the park. It's beautiful where they live. I love walking around there." And she'd be
Okay.
like, "You're not going out." I'm like, "Excuse me? I'm an adult or what?" She's like, "No, no, no, you can't go out." And she would, and and I wouldn't because she's little and I wouldn't want to, go against her. But
Hmm.
she thought that little pristine suburban, oh my God, I can't believe
Mm.
how people think that the world is really not. I've been to the Bronx. That's and I did feel a little bit. That was the only time because I went traveling for like 3 months on my own, and that was the only time I really felt a little bit in danger. But
Uh-huh.
they could see that I looked like I was a little scared. New York is scary. I don't really like it.
Well, the world's a
I
bigger
don't
place than your
trust
little
it.
park, Make It Purple, and the
Yeah.
ideology that I subscribe to errs on the side of caution.
Okay. I could literally run around the park in my house naked for like 2 hours and I'd come back completely unscathed. The only thing that would happen, I'd get arrested for indecent, you know. I think I feel that because like there's a car park under my apartment block, and the light went out for a little while. They didn't replace the globe, and I used to come home late from my shifts, and it was scary. But see, I've been conditioned as a woman to be scared of things in the dark. I hate that. You don't have that.
Make It
You'd be able
Purple.
to go
If
walking
someone
whenever you
tries,
like and not.
if someone tries to, when I go out at night into the public,
Mm.
I don't see myself as some little wimpy little victim. I'm the predator out there in the world. Make It
Yeah,
Purple.
because you've been conditioned. You're a man.
It's
People
not. I'm not in.
interact with you completely
Make
differently.
It Purple. It's not in my
Completely
head. Make
differently.
It Purple. It's not in my head. I will rape anyone I want to if I wanted to. No one can stop me.
Okay.
Can you say the same
I
thing?
don't think you would. I don't think you would do that. Oh,
I,
so you
I,
have the power to rape, so that makes you more powerful? Is
of
that
course,
what you're saying?
physically, of course, that makes me more physically powerful.
Mm.
If I'm more
Also,
physically,
women don't really feel like doing that. We don't feel that
yeah,
power,
but
that need to overpower somebody.
the issue is you don't know who you're gonna come across. You know, there's like 7 billion
Yeah.
people on this planet. How do you know the next person you come across doesn't want to get into your holes real quick?
I've never had that happen. Maybe I'm just too ugly to be raped. I don't know. I should be Trice O'Neill, and so I can go out the back alley so no one will rape me. Yeah. That's it. That's the reason, isn't it? Right? Yeah. So that's cool. Yeah, Lolly. Well, let's get married. You won't have to protect me. I'm way too ugly to be
No,
raped.
if I were to, it's not like I mean if I marry like a theoretically a progressive female, whatever the hell she's thinking, I'm going to do things the way that my religion tells me to, whether she likes it or not. I'm protecting her whether she likes it
Mm,
or not. You want to go
okay.
for a walk on the park? I'm going with you, nigga. You're not.
Yeah, but you didn't protect me. You've never protected me in here, so yeah. And you don't even have to use your brawn. You just have to use your brain power. You've never protected me in here. And I've been
Maybe.
targeted many, 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 many times.
Well, that's the reason why I need like a wife maker problem because my techniques are tough love. I want to battle harden you. Cast
You
iron.
think you've battle hardened me in
Yeah.
here? You think you've battle hardened me?
Like a piece of
Okay.
steel, like like get you really like hot and bothered, and then like quench you in like some water later on, and like hit you with a hammer, and now you're all like a sharpened piece of steel. Now you're welcome, Big Purple.
Are the interactions with women that you have online or whatever, are they really as malleable as you think they are? Are women, little girls in here, like the 22-year-olds, are they really as malleable and they putty in your hand as you claim?
um, when I talk with them, my brain, like a eagle falcon, is laser focused into their soul, and you know, there's
Because you're giving them attention.
I listen to the undertone, their little undertones, their tonal little
Mm.
things, their little vibrations in their throat, and how they speak and what they say. I listen and look at their little avatar, what it's doing, and what little buttons are they pushing on their keyboard, and asking them. I am analyzing them like a goddamn machine Terminator.
You're not
It's
you're not analyzing them, you're infantilizing them.
You know, they don't stand a chance,
Their
Bigger
little
Purple.
hands on the keyboard and what they're doing, and this is gross.
I know it's gross. It's freaking retarded. And so,
It's so gross.
it doesn't take very much long for me to. If I want them to be valuable, yeah, they will become valuable. But I don't. I'm like lately, it's just I don't have time for it. I don't want to make time for
Does
it.
this does Taylor live with her boyfriend?
I don't I don't I don't think so. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Hmm.
You should never move in with somebody.
Yeah.
You should always be separate because that's the best part of the relationship is when you're separate like that. When he goes home to his house and you go home to yours. I like that.
Well, there was another goofy bitch on here named Audrey or some fat, disgusting looking lady, and she's like, she's trying to like nest. She was trying to like nest her home for some drug addicted faggot with a small penis named Pancho or whatever the hell, and some fag with some deformed penis, and he keeps claiming it's big, but it's all deformed and all purple and
It's pretty gross.
goofy,
Yeah,
you know.
it's awful. It's gross.
Small, tiny penis, little freaking mushroom addicted alcoholic faggots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And so she's like
yeah.
over here, like, nesting, and, the bitch wants, the Valley Girl bitch, she's like in her 40s now, pretending like she's 18.
Uh-huh.
And she was
Right.
nesting. Like, I guess they call it this kind of like nesting. Like, okay, I'm gonna nest and
Nesting.
yeah, like I'm gonna
Okay.
trauma bond with this drug addicted faggot on here. And
Oh.
then I'm gonna like nest my home in real life and bring him, and then we're gonna get married. And all these bitches make a purple. All these goofy, retarded bitches are like
Mm.
scrambling around trying to find love or whatever, right?
You know what I need right now? I need somebody to take me to dinner and then take me home and have me for dessert.
They're all
Okay.
doing it.
I don't
And
know. Okay, I don't know why you're so angry about that. That people want to find love.
I'm not angry.
It's.
No, I'm not angry about it. That's like people should do that, but the way that they go about it,
Mm.
like they f everything up completely. Possible to f up, they f it up completely from like every angle.
Okay, such as what?
And then they're left in like a state of desperation. And I'm like, bitch,
Mm.
it's too late now, bitch. I don't know what the hell is this your technique? Like what? I mean, like you went like ass backwards with it. Like what the hell are you doing? you know
How
what?
did she fuck everything up? And
Well, they're not together.
they
Why
never
would you?
were. She was leading them on.
Why would she pick a drug addicted dumbass to like try to like nest her home with and all this shit? It's like,
Because he was completely, well, what I heard, and I think it may have all been theatre, but what I heard was that he was obsessed with her for a while.
well, yeah, that's part of the trauma bonding. These faggots and bitches, they trauma bonded with each other.
Mm.
Grandpa Floyd and all these people over here like blackmailing each other and whatever, and then because she cares so much about hiding her identity. I don't have all the.
Ollie, you can't fucking talk about it. You're exactly like that.
I don't give a shit if I mean,
No
but
one knows.
I don't
No one
care
knows.
though. I actually don't care, Make a Purple. There's a difference between me and these people is I actually don't care. They pretend they
Oh,
don't.
cool. Okay, cool. Well, next time let's go on cam with each other on Discord.
Sure, I already have, Nick.
um,
Possibly, maybe. But check this out.
no.
I have her
Mm.
address. I have her address. I have all. Yeah, I have.
Why are we talking about her all of a sudden? Is
Um.
someone messaging you to
Uh,
tell you to talk about it?
because what's gonna happen is they're going to desperately.
Get out of here. Oh my god. Fame whore. Oh my
Bunch of
god.
predictable faggots, dumbasses. Yeah.
You're a predictable faggot, Ollie. My god.
I aim to be a predictable faggot. Why do you think I kept my name Lollypants 1000 and just increased the number? I want to be, I'm trying to keep it simple for these
Well, that's
dumbasses,
something they control you about is the amount of the numbers on there.
Yeah, that's right.
I set up a Lolly account one time. Did I tell you?
Yeah? How did it make you feel?
Did you find that 1,500 and something, so you couldn't go, like, I think I did two and then Doc did one.
Hmm.
We were
Yeah,
seeing what would happen. It was
yeah,
it was really scary.
yeah.
I set up a Lollipants account
Hmm.
and it scared the shit out of me. It scared the shit out of me.
Hmm. Yeah, I think it was like
So
the tried to hack into alt account
mm,
and they were scrambling around. She was scrambling around calling Linden Labs, trying to get it back. But then when she would log on here, apparently she wouldn't say anything at all. As if to like not reveal that she was like scrambling around like a faggot in real life to protect her little Barbie doll account. These people don't stand a chance, Make a Purple. These people absolutely do not stand a chance.
so you think it was that
Who,
hacked into
who
her account?
knows? Who knows? I don't know. I don't know
Why
what's
did you
happening.
bring that up? Why are you bringing all this up?
I'm
This is
just
so weird.
pretending. I'm just making stuff up. Possibly, maybe. I don't know. She's
Yeah,
in
you're
hiding. No
evil.
one knows where she is. Why is she in hiding all of a sudden? These little retarded bitch asses. They come across someone like me.
I thought she got her account hacked like years ago.
Oh,
People are still doing that?
there's all kinds of stuff happening everywhere. No one is safe, and I will make sure that no one is safe. I will make sure of it that no one's safe ever, ever on here. Mark my words, no one's safe.
I'm looking at Aubrey XOXO. Is that what her name is? Aubrey XOXO gossip
Some
girl.
retarded, irrelevant. No, they're that whole play. They're all this whole stupid set to beat all of them. These retarded housewives drinking coffee in the morning, playing Barbies as if their life depends on it. This is it. They're gonna die on here.
And what has it got to do with you though? What has it got to do with you? Who cares if they,
It's a case study.
you know?
It's like studying monkeys. It's like a case study.
And what's the what have you come up with?
They're
What's the
freaking
result?
retarded as shit, dude. Uneducated, retarded, ugly, nasty ass, freaking mentally brain damaged faggots and bitches that are gonna die on here because they got nothing left in
I'm
real life.
just I'm just really concerned about Taylor actually.
Yeah, Taylor. Well, she's going through some issues.
I don't think it's really fair that you should be vomiting them all over this though.
Well, this is not. She's vomiting it herself on all over the place. She's vomiting it.
You know her social media and everything?
Yeah, she's vomiting it on social media. She's vomiting it everywhere.
She'll probably be back together with him by tomorrow.
No, no, no. She's going through some. It's not just her, dude. I mean, it's her. She's one of like I don't know, 35 other girls that are going through the same emotional bullshit. It's not a unique thing that she's going through. All these girls are scrambling around trying to find love and trying to find, it's a human problem. Uh, that the girl like these girls in the West.
Do I want to be married one day? Absolutely. Absolutely. Do I want a happy, healthy relationship? With all of my body. But here's why I like being single. I'm 28. Let's start there. I've done the dates. I've done the apps. I've had the fun. I've done the stuff. And it's Friday night.
You hear this, boys? This old bag. This old 28-year-old. She's even dressed like a grandma. Look at that glasses and sweater. She's had her fun. She's ready to settle down. Any takers? Going once, going twice. Ooh, sold to the wall.
Are dealing with.
And the quality is really not there either.
Hell
People are
no.
becoming less. I
That's what.
prefer to speak to older people than people. I won't even bother with people in their 20s anymore because they've grown up with a culture of the internet and memes and all that kind of stuff. This quick fix. They'd never lie in bed all day and just read a really good book. I bet no one would ever do that without checking their phone about 500 million times.
Well, I mean, the millennials make up for. The millennials are kind of like they built all the stuff and got into the internet and stuff. I remember when there was no internet, and I remember playing outside and doing all kinds of stuff outside. Then the internet showed up, and dude, I remember when Google in its infancy on these old ass computers, like the first ever search engine, like I remember the AOL discs, those AOL discs.
Mm-hmm.
I remember all that. I remember like the very first like IRC chat rooms and all this stuff. But Gen Z though, they don't remember a time when there was no internet. They were freaking raised on that stuff on TikTok and Instagram, and these people have lost their mind.
That's right, and I can't relate to people like that.
They don't know. They
I
don't.
like
They don't know a world
I
without
like
it.
bookshops and dust and old books and vinyl and coffee and I don't know, old
Yeah.
clothes and old technology and riding my bike and I love that I'm never bored. I never come in here and go, I'm bored. Feed me entertainment. This is what they're kind of sponges, not for really great literature or anything like that. They're sponges to keep them from being bored. That's their main goal in life. For God's sake, never let me get bored. Feed me entertainment. Suck it up. They're not creating it, they're just consuming it. And I can't relate to people like that. They don't
Mm.
create anything, except they only create things if people are going to follow them. They don't create anything in a vacuum. It's all connected. So they create this piece of artwork and they have to show it on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. They can't just be quiet with their lives. They're like, oh, I'm experiencing this thing. Quick. Oh, my God. I got to tell everyone about it. Okay.
Mm.
I don't know. I'm an old lady, I guess. But I like to be quiet. I like to be quiet with my mediocrity. And they're not quiet about their mediocrity. They're really fucking loud with it. And that's why you have to go through all of this garbage on the internet to find really, really good stuff. And it's usually 20 years ago.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
people used to do stuff that had some substance to it. Now it's just bullshit. But like, the thing that I was thinking about just now is, okay, you have Gen Z that's grown up on TikTok and all this stuff, and they're 18, 19. But then you have like Taylor, for example. She's not in her early 20s. She's like a mid 20s. So there's a little bit of a, but in her mind, okay, something else that throws me off is like she's with, she's with, she's going through uni, and she's interacting with like an age group that's maybe, I don't know, 2, 3 years younger than her. And apparently she thinks that that's like a big at world of a difference because I guess it's been used as an argument against her by some retard somewhere. Oh, you're an old granny because you're 2 or 3 years older than me. Oh my God, you're so old. So in her,
youth culture is, yeah, but it's youth
what
culture is.
does how does it how does it make sense? What? I'm 2 years older than you, so I'm a grandma now compared to you.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
And because things are so visual now, I think we're using our imagination probably 80% less than we did, even 10 years ago. Youth and beauty and how people look is the absolute pinnacle of your worth. And that's only become more
Hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. And youth, yeah. Every year that they get older and older and older, they think that
Yeah.
they're really old.
Well, there was another girl named on here named Bloonsfan, and another one named Wavy Seal, right?
Okay.
You haven't, I don't think you came across them. You might have, I don't know. But Bloonsfan showed me, like, I was talking with her and something really, like, I was, like, idolizing her little Gen Z brain. And she was like, I'm gonna, you know, they were trying to do this OnlyFans thing with me. And I'm like, how, don't even dare try to, like, sell your shit to me, sweetie. And and so she's like, you know what? Have you seen what I ever look like, Lolly, by the way? You'll be flattered. You'll be blown away. And so for like a whole day, she's like messaging me talking about like, you're gonna be blown away by what you see. Trust me. Trust me.
Ew.
Okay. So
Ew.
I'm like warning her. Okay, after all this puffing up, don't send me anything. Don't send me
Mm.
anything, dude.
Mm.
Because I'm trying to like figure out why her brain is emphasizing her looks so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, because I'm like, I keep telling her, I'm not talking to you because of how you look. I don't give a shit what you look like. I'm talking to you because, I want to understand your brain. And she kept trying to emphasize her looks because apparently, these Gen Z, they all want to like try to make money and get nitro and whatever.
Yeah, they want to be like Kylie Jenner. That's
Yeah.
their
And,
idol.
and that's disgusting. And so,
A salesperson. They're actually idolizing salespeople. Because all
yeah.
these people that are really pretty, they're always selling shit.
Okay.
So,
Well, she gave me her picture. Okay, right? She sent a picture. And she
okay.
just, right after she sent the picture, her technique was to just stay quiet, like not send any messages after that, because she wanted my brain to
Ooh.
focus on the image and make a
Yeah.
comment, make a comment. So
Yeah.
I said, okay,
Yeah.
bitch, okay, you little goofy little hoe, I know what you're trying to do. You want me to give you, you want to wait there in front of your computer screen, like in desperation for me to like say something about the picture. You want me to say something, you're like biting at I know. It's driving you crazy that I'm not saying anything. Oh yeah.
You should really comment on before I send it to you. You fucking asshole. So how long did you wait for?
A couple
Oh
a
my
couple
God,
days. A
you're
couple days.
awful.
Couple
A
days.
couple of days?
Yeah, a couple days, yeah.
Why did you do that? Is it to teach her a lesson? Why'd you do it?
It's to teach her a lesson, to learn how her brain works. I told you, I warned her, I don't give a shit what you freaking look like, dude. I don't care if you're a 10 out, if you consider yourself a 10 out of 10, and I feel like I want to put you in your place, I will rip apart your shit like you won't believe. I'll make you feel like you're a goddamn negative 3 out of 10. I don't care what anyone else thinks or what the hell the society thinks or whatever. I will make you feel like
So what
shit.
happened? So what happened after a couple of days when you didn't get any reaction?
I ignored it. I completely ignored the photo, like as if I didn't even see it, and kept talking about other stuff. And that, like, emotionally scarred her. Just me not making a comment
Yeah, it
about
would
it.
have. It would
But
have because when you take a nice photo of you, you want to. I've sent you photos of me, like nice, cute photos of me. I take them down, I'm feeling cute that day. I just yeah. You should tell her.
no, that's
You're an
not.
asshole. You shouldn't do that.
No. Well, this is what I'm training her. I'm training these.
Yeah, this is your MO, isn't it? You
Yeah.
like to train
Though
people.
they need to understand that they shouldn't be treating me like everyone else, because I goddamn definitely ain't like everyone else. So, if they want to listen to me
Yeah.
telling them, then that's
Well,
cool. If they don't want
you.
to, then I'll demonstrate. I have no fear of
This is not
loss. They
a.
could delete
Yeah,
me. They could.
friendship to you is not a recreational activity,
No,
is it? It's
no,
a vocation.
no. They need to prove themselves. I'm not. I'm not. Quality over quantity, make a verbal. Quality over quantity.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not interested in having a friends list of 78,000 faggots and bitches that are like retarded. So I don't need that all that.
You just shouldn't need it, baby.
You know, and you know what? You know, the other technique, like the level 2 technique, was they came together.
Mm.
They added me and they came together, both of them, to try to like double team me. They're like, we like to do like lesbian stuff together, and be, you know, they think that I'm into like lesbian things, and I'm like, okay,
Are
look,
you?
no, I'm against homosexuality.
I totally do not believe everything that's coming out of your mouth. You're probably jacking off to
Nope,
lesbians every single
nope,
day.
nope.
I don't believe anything anyone says anymore. Honestly. Don't.
I'm a different beast, baby. Okay, let me make a purple look. Check this out, okay?
Mm.
So what they did was, you know, then I started to mess with them a little bit. I'm like, okay, look, I
Mm.
will give you $10,000, or you know, I just threw out like a number, you
Mm.
know, if you guys do all this like some sexual stuff for me, like take pictures and stuff like that. What are you guys willing to do?
Mm.
Just to see their response. And they like seriously, like with each other, started talking about, oh my god, like what do you want from, like, just what do you want from me? Just can you just tell me what you want from me, please? Just, you know, like they're like, me mentioning that made their brains like sparks fly, like, oh my god. And I told them, look, I'm like, look, dude, I'm like part of the sand people, possibly, maybe. And
Mm.
we're billionaires. We could toss around like 30, 40, 50K at like pennies, okay?
Mhm. Mm. Right.
But see, the thing is, I can pay an actual 10 out of 10 to do the nastiest, most disgustingest shit for me, and it wouldn't be nothing off my back. Now, who the hell are you, and what do you bring to the table for me to pay you like $10,000? Like, you're gonna have to do some shit that you'd never even think of doing in your life, because I want my money's worth. If I'm gonna pay a bitch, I want her to just
Yeah,
go.
there's fighting words. Mm.
Yeah, if I'm gonna pay a bitch, I want to see some shit that I will never be able to see.
Yeah.
So
What
you're gonna
did
have
you
to.
ask them to do?
Oh, I
I
just
think I know what
whatever.
I think I know what you
As far as
asked.
I'm concerned, make it purple. If I'm gonna pay a bitch for something, it better be whatever it doesn't matter what it is. It just needs to
Mm.
happen, whatever it is. So, so I started going slow. I said, can you, you know, take a, you know, just something simple, like, you know, a picture of your butthole, but not just your butthole. I want you to draw a clown's face and make the nose of the clown your butthole. So, you know, can you do that? You know, and
This is like this is Amanda Todd thing. This is like this, you know, asking them to do shit for this. Isn't that what they did to her?
no, they did a bunch of other stuff. I could explain that situation. But they were willing to make a purple. They were willing to do whatever, really. And
Yeah.
then they started to get scared, you know, because I kept like increasing the intensity of stuff they've
Did
never
you
thought
pay
about.
them the money though
I
at
didn't
all?
give them a penny.
So just the so they did all this shit before you paid before you even paid them.
Well, I'm not gonna say what they did 100%, but I mean, it was very clear that I wasn't gonna pay for any of it. I was doing it to see how their brains work. I didn't. I could make a purple. I can make a purple. I can. There's an endless supply of females. If I wanted to go get something, I could go get it. There's no, like, everyone has a butthole. Everyone has a vagina hole. Everyone has nipples. It's like it's.
Mm.
You know, I'm not. They're not. These are not things that I'm like desperate for. Okay, I have like an endless supply of all this stuff. It's like I don't need.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
I have an endless supply of dick pics as well,
yeah,
and I could do exactly what you're saying
yeah,
to a lot of guys in here.
yeah, yeah. I'm
Um,
not interested in all that. It's too.
will I? But will I? No, I can't really be bothered.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not. That's like that's.
You do this stuff without any reason to do it. If I was going to do it, the guy would have to have done something awful to me, like retribution. You just seem to pick girls out of your ass and just tell them to do stuff to
Okay,
test.
okay. I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I was interacting with them like that. Okay,
Okay.
they took the time to talk to me. Okay, and
Mhm.
so I was trying to understand their weaknesses as a human being and elevate them
Mhm.
above the retardation that they were becoming used to. all this OnlyFans shit and taking photos and this and that.
Were they
And
making any money on our OnlyFans?
no, they were they were scrounging for like chump change, like $100.
OnlyFans is such a massive risk. I don't understand how they make money when you can share anything, any video that people
Well,
make.
they made like I don't know, they made like a total of like over the course of like trying our stuff, they made like probably like $500 or something, and that's it.
Oh, that's horrible. And those images and videos are there forever now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
seems a little bit cheap, doesn't it? To
yeah,
have all that
yeah.
shit out there about you and
You know what?
$500.
You,
Even
you,
50, 100,000.
you know what I was doing trying to help her with I was trying to more than like her sending me pictures of her face and doing all this stuff. I wanted her to tell me what kind of homework she has so I could help her more with more because I helped her with some of her math homework.
Hmm.
And I'm like, let's do some math. Why are you trying to keep sending me pictures of your face and trying to like puff yourself up for like as if like I'm a client or something? Bitch, where's your math homework?
It's sad. It's sad that the only way these women know how to communicate with men is by their physicality. That's all they
What the
have.
heck?
It's
Well,
fucking sad.
that's insulting to me, Maker Purple, because they spend all day with a bunch of faggots that are like thirsting at the mouth for the photos of them and trying to jack off on them, and then they come to me with the same mentality, like I'm as if I'm all like all the rest, which irritates the shit out of me.
Well, that's why you need to find higher caliber
Okay,
men
and so you're saying
because
but you're saying I do these things for no reason. No, there's a reason I do these. I treat them like this to give them a taste of their own medicine to learn their place with me, you know? You know what I mean?
to learn their place with
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah, of course. Why are you gonna try to
in the
constantly,
lolly club.
yeah, why are they gonna try to constantly try to like bargain with me to like buy pictures and shit from them? What the hell you think this is, nigga? You think I'm,
I think it's sad that that's the only way they know how to relate to people.
yeah.
I don't know. Mm.
Then they started to fall in love with me. Okay, they started to really fall in love with me. They're like, okay, you know what? I can't talk to you anymore. This is too much. Because I kept telling them, like, sweetie, I want to help you with your real life. I want to help you learn things and get good at things, and focus on your studies and help you with like real like sub things of substance. I could find butthole pictures. I can look at my own butthole if I mean, what do you?
Mm. Mm.
That's and then so that was she was trying to catch feelings. So she's like, okay, I gotta go along. I can't do this. I gotta go. Empathy, huh? Make a purple.
You have zero. But I guess it wouldn't be you if you had it. If you suddenly started to give a shit about people,
It's too much
it would
effort
be
to.
overtaken.
It takes effort. It really takes effort. Do I want to? Do
I
I
think
want?
it's more effort. I think it's more effort to put them over a barrel than it is just to kind of be empathetic towards them.
Oh my God, are you
But
kidding me?
you attract people with lots of problems. That's what I've always been telling you. You're a savior. Well, a pseudo savior.
I want to save a guy who currently lives in New York who has a lot of illegal firearms. Sorry, my throat was acting up there. Hello?
All right, I'm gonna go to bed.
Where are you
This
going?
is this conversation is over now.
Okay. What? Okay, you breathed like a really heavy sigh there for a little bit. Like, oh, by the way, real quick before you go, um,
Mm.
how are you? Where are you going with the cryptocurrencies?
Nothing. No, nowhere. I haven't even looked at it.
Mm,
I was going to do it maybe tomorrow. Actually, I have tomorrow off, and
mm,
I'm not leaving till next Friday now. So
mhm.
yeah, I might have a look at it.
Okay. Have you done anything with the
Um,
metaverse?
have I? No, I haven't done anything like that.
Mm,
I've been busy today.
okay.
Um, but my friend sent me this information about Ethereum,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
I said, "Do you know about Shibu and crypto?" And he said, "A bit. It's a token stemming from Ethereum."
Yeah.
And then he says, "It's basically the first thing that tried to compete against Dogecoin that had been relatively successful, which is a coin, not a token, because it's backed and generated by its own actual blockchain. Also, it supports Delhi products, smart contracts, meaning that users can lend and stake those products and essentially earn interest, but it's a pretty high risk asset and very speculative at the moment. Still definitely worth researching and learning about, as are most of the other tokens like Tether, BAT, Binance USD, etc."
Oh, okay. What did you get out of that?
I fell asleep.
Yeah, he's not, you know, he, that doesn't sound like information that would really trigger your brain to look at it. It's all accurate for the most part, but it's neither
I
here
was
nor there
going
for you.
to. I'm just spending a lot of money on this move at the moment, and so I'm kind of reticent to invest in anything at the moment.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay.
but yeah, I'll have a look at it tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah.
But again, like I'm not living from paycheck to pay, I was.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
think
not going to give you a return right away, though, is it?
you never know. I mean, we could talk about it later with Doc.
Okay.
Uh,
Why do you want to talk about it with Doc? Is she interested in it?
Me and Doc have really, really long, hot, steamy discussions on Discord sometimes about all kinds of things. Sometimes. And so I was wondering if possibly maybe if you if
Oh, Steve.
if you I was wondering if you and her talk about stuff, you know, if you maybe you guys can isolate me with both of you alone, all three of us alone, and we can kind of talk about some of
We
this
do
stuff possibly.
isolate you. We do isolate
Oh,
you
and I
because we don't know who
appreciate it.
you are,
Yeah,
so we
and I
can't
appreciate
trust
it.
you.
I appreciate it when you guys isolate me and we talk about
Oh,
this
you're into
stuff.
that.
And we
Okay.
talk about like stuff. So let's schedule a date, possibly maybe the three of us,
What, we're all going to talk on Discord at one time?
or etc.
Etc.
Okay, make it purple. I'll talk to you later. Possibly maybe.
Uh,
I really like your Barbie outfit, make it purple.
yeah, I was just trying to some new things. All
Oh,
right, I'll
I
see
like
you
your
later.
little. I like your
Bye.
white wings.